To further discuss this, we're joined by Jide Johnson, a political and public affairs analyst. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me, Jide Johnson, on the news.
It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for
Pleasure is all
having me.
mine. All right, Jide, how do you view the dissolution of democratically elected local government councils, particularly in Benue and other states, in terms of its impact on democracy?
It's like the president waking up in a day and then dissolving the state executive council. That's just it. Because by the constitution of Nigeria, we have three tiers of government: the local government, the federal government, and the state government. However, since 1999, after the local government election in 1998, actually, that heralded the Fourth Republic, there have not been, in so many states of the Federation, there have not been any other elections conducted for local government. What you have, a caretaker committee put in place by the governor in connivance with the State House of Assembly, which is an extension of the governor's office. So as far as I'm concerned, that issue needs to be revisited because the 1999 Constitution did not make exclusive provision for local government. Actually, it puts local government administration, operation, and structure under the purview of the State House of Assembly. And when there was an attempt to review that in the Ninth Assembly, when it was passed as constitutional amendment, states, I think about 4 states did not pass it. 24 states were required in order to give local government autonomy. But unfortunately, progressive states like Lagos State, like Ondo State, like Ogun State, were one of those states that did not, as State House of Assembly that did not assent to it. And it's important for what the Senate is doing to give the legislative backbone to it, so as not to rely on the Federal Minister of Finance to either disburse or not disburse funds for it. We need to give legitimacy to government at the grassroots level, and it's very, very important.
All right, Jide, you actually talked about, elections not being conducted for local governments, but does placing caretaker committees to replace elected councils go against the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended?
Yeah, sure. You see, by virtue of what the provisions of the Constitution meant for, the State House of Assembly will determine the structure, the nature, and the composition of the local government. And once an election has been conducted, no governor has the power to dissolve the state, the various local government council administration. Just like the president does not have the power to dissolve the state executive council. There are 3 tiers of government when you practice federal government, like I said earlier: the local government, the state government, and the federal government. At the federal level, you have elective representative. At the state level, you have elected representative. At the local government level, which is the government that is closest to the people, you have undemocratic, unelected representative. And that's an aberration. And when people complain that we have not seen deliverables of democracy, that people have not really enjoyed the dividend of democracy, because the government that is closest to the people has been hijacked. It's been a reward system for the political class, particularly the governors, the speakers, and the rest of them, for them to appoint their cronies as caretaker chairperson and member of caretaker committee, and then the resources that are meant for the local government to bring about meaningful development in local government are either shared or distributed among political cronies, because you have your cronies who are not elected by the people, that do not get their mandate from the people. They got their mandate through either one connection or the other. So their loyalty will not be to the people at the grassroots level. Their loyalty will be to the people that appointed them. As a result of that, we have seen the failure of governance at local government level. 774 local governments across the length and breadth of Nigeria take a visit, with the exception of the local government in Abuja, whereby you have some semblance of structure, because it is still INEC that conduct election for those local government, and those local government have a particular structure, a structure in which the chairmen are elected for 4 years. Outside of the 6 local government in the Federal Capital Territory, I can assure you, you go from Lagos to Kano, Kano to Katsina to Gombe, to Rivers to Bayelsa. It's all the same.
Well, Jide is still talking about structures and who has the power to do what. Do you agree with the view that the dissolution of these elected local government council officials by a governor is an abuse of power?
It's an impeachable offense, not even an abuse of power. It's an impeachable offense. You see, the president cannot wake up and say today, okay, I'm dissolving Lagos State State Executive Council. I'm sacking the governor. I'm doing this. Even where the Constitution makes provisions for president to have such power, he has to approach the National Assembly. And that's in situation whereby there's an emergency, a national emergency, a state of emergency is declared in a state. The president is given the power, but it requires third ratification by the National Assembly for him to have such proclamation. But you just see that state governors from 1999 to date have abused the power given to them. They wake up one day and then they will dissolve the local government. I'm looking forward to a situation whereby we have a unified local government structure where elections is conducted the same day, just like we have for all other elections, where elections are conducted rather on the same day, whereby INEC superintend over that particular election, even though people have their misgivings with respect to INEC. If you have your misgivings with respect to INEC, just look at what the state independent electoral commissions are doing. A situation whereby you conduct local government election, it is the same party that wins the entire local government, that wins all the chairmanship seat, or the councillorship. It's absolutely, statistically, it's impossible. So I'm looking forward to a situation whereby we have a unified local government structure across the length and breadth of the 774 local government we have, and then we have an independent body that conducts the election simultaneously, and then we have proper structure at that particular level. If people are looking for meaningful development, meaningful development will not come from Abuja, will not come from state capital, it will only come from the local government.
All right, so let's, wrap up with Benue State now. How might withholding statutory allocations as proposed by the Nigerian Senate impact the services and also the projects that the Benue State local government councils are expected to deliver to their communities?
Well, as far as the Senate is concerned, it's just a resolution. You recall that when Obasanjo was the president, he made such move with the seizure of the funds that was meant for Lagos State when Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president today, was actually the governor of Lagos State then, and they created 37 local government development centers across local council development areas, bringing in totality 57 local government in Lagos State. And he said that was an aberration, and he seized the money. A lot of people criticizing. Those that criticized Obasanjo in 2006, 2007 are the same set of people that are calling for the Federal Ministry of Finance not to release funds to local councils that do not have elected representatives. As far as I'm concerned, what the chairman need to do, what they need to do is to approach the courts and let them approach the court and let the court make a pronouncement. We should not be taking government policy based on emotion. I think the senators are emotional. If they really want to do something with it, they should use the instrumentality of what the Constitution has given them the power to do, which is make laws for such. And once they make law for such, you institutionalize the process through which elected representative can be appointed and can be dissolved at the local government level. Not when Adams Oshiomhole, who happens to be one of those that spoke vehemently against this practice, when he was governor, he did much more than what he's campaigning for now.
All right, well, thank you so much, Jide Johnson, for joining us at this time to discuss this issue with us.
It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.